Hey, what's going on, dudes and dudettes? This is Pip Surfer with another daily update for the Cowabunga system. Today's Monday, July 27, 2009, and I know it's been forever since I had done an update, but I'm glad to be back with you. Hope you all have had a great summer so far, or winter, depending where you live, or rainy season, or hot season. But it's just good to get back in the markets. Just been kind of busy with things, but hopefully these updates will help you along. Now, if you're just joining us for the first time, what I do in these videos is kind of recap what happens in the Cowabunga system. In the Cowabunga system, all the rules and settings are posted. You just got to look for the link that says read this first. Click on that and it'll give you all the details. But remember, this system isn't really designed to just be followed 100%. It can be, and it's been tested and proven, but the point of it was really just to give you a baseline to creating your own trading system. A lot of people have finished the School of Pipsology and want to know where they can start, and that's what this blog is about. It's just kind of to get your feet wet into the markets, give you something to start out with, and then you can just take it on from there. So with that said, I'm at my 4-hour chart right now, and I've zoomed it back to before midnight so that you can see what my chart looks like. And you can see the most recent trend change candle here was at 4 a.m. This was for a downtrend, so at the start of my day I'm looking for short trades. Now if I move the chart forward, you can see that there's a new trend change candle here. Now this candle is the 4 a.m. candle, which means it closes at 8 a.m. RSI is above 50, stochastics trending up. It's a valid trend change candle. It's for an uptrend. So when this candle closes at 8 a.m. Eastern time, our trend changes from down to up. And from this point forward, we are only looking for long trades. So up until 8 a.m. we're looking for short trades. After 8 a.m. we're looking for long trades. Okay. And now I'll just move to my 15-minute chart, and I'll zoom this back to before midnight. Let me bring this back. Okay, so this is what my chart looks like. And before we start trading, we want to take a look at the news events for today. So I just pull up this Baby Pips calendar. Just go to Baby Pips, you can click on Tools, and it automatically pulls up the news events for today. Nothing really major today. However, we did have new home sales at 10. That's the one thing I kind of wanted to watch out for. So, but other than that, it was pretty much wide open. So 10 a.m. you just want to write that down, make a note. That's the news event that you don't really want to be in a trade in during that time. So now we can just move forward the chart one candle at a time. And it's almost as if you're trading with me in real time, but not quite the same as when you're trading for real. But this is just kind of a good way for us to recap and learn. And in fact, this is a good way to test any systems that you might be developing. Find a program where you can go back and move the chart forward one candle at a time, work your system, tweak it, test it, and it'll really help you out. Anyways, here at 3:30 we have a crossover for a short trade. We're looking at the indicators here. RSI is below 50, stochastics are trending down, MACD is positive and went to negative. This makes this a valid trade, a valid signal. So what we want to do is enter a trade at market price as close as possible to the close of this candle, and that's at 64.46. Now our stop's going to be at the most recent swing high, which is right there at 65.20, and our target's going to be at the nearest 0.50 level, and in this case it's at 6,400. That gives us about 46 pips of potential profit, which is big enough. So we'll just leave it at that, and now we can just let our trade ride, and I'll just move forward. Now I'm just going to keep going forward pretty quickly here because there's really nothing to do here once you're in a trade except watch it. Now here is 8 o'clock. If you go to our 4-hour chart, this is what you would see right now. This is what it would look like. I can see that, okay, a new trend change candle has formed. Now we are in an uptrend. But here's a predicament. We're already in a trade for a short trade. What do we do? Well, at this point you can still hold on to the trade. You don't want to take any more short signals if they come up, because from now on you're only looking for long trades. So you're in a short trade. Now, what happens if you see a signal for a long trade during this time? The answer is nothing. Once you're in a trade, hold it, let it run its course, and then after you're out of that trade, then look for the next trade. So that might be kind of confusing if you're kind of new to this. So hopefully that will answer and clarify a few things if you have questions about that. So I'm holding on to the trade right now. Even if I see a signal for a long trade, I'm still going to hold on to this trade. Alright, so I continue to the chart now forward, 8:45, 9 o'clock, 9:15, 9:30, 9:45. Now I know news is coming out at 10 a.m. Now at this point, my trade, I haven't hit my stop, I haven't hit my target. I'm at a loss right now, but as you know, according to the rules, we exit out our trades no matter if we're in a profit or in a loss before any news events that we consider. And at 10 a.m. that was our, we made a note of that to watch out for new home sales. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and manually close out our trade even though we're at a loss. So we want to exit here at 64.90 and you just take the loss because we know news is coming out in the next 15 minutes. So here we go, 10 o'clock, there's the news candle. Nothing else to do there. And then we just continue moving forward. Here we get a crossover. Now this is at 11:15. RSI is above 50, stochastics trending up. MACD is negative and slightly gaining value, so this is still a valid signal. You want to enter at the close of this candle as close as possible, and that's 64.93. Now our stop's going to be at the most recent swing low at 64.56. And our target, if we go to our nearest 50 level, is right there, but that only gives us 7 pips of profit, not even including the spread, so you're not even getting anything there. So what you want to do at this point is risk the same amount of pips. You want to go for the same amount of pips you're risking. So let's see. How do we know how many pips we're risking? We just take our entry, which is 64.93, and then we subtract it from our stop at 64.56. And we get 37 pips. So now all we do is just add 37 pips to the entry, again at 64.93, and we get a target at 65.30. Okay, that way this just gives us a nice 1-to-1 reward to risk ratio. Okay, now I'll just move forward. Okay, target's not hit, and at this point it's past noon, so you're not looking for trades anymore. I would say at the latest hold your trades until 4, but I know people have to do things sometimes, and at this point I actually closed my trade out at 2 o'clock because I have things to do, so I had to just go ahead and take my trade out whether I was in profit or a loss. And so I took a slight loss here, exited at the close at 64.90, but with the spread, it's a slight loss, but no big deal. Again, you can still hold on to it. At the time I'm doing this update, it's 2:30, so you might still be in the trade, and it's okay to hold on to it. I would just say at the latest, don't hold it past 4 p.m. Eastern time. All right, so a lot of stuff happening today. Not really the great result days that we're all excited to see, but nevertheless, it's a learning day, and just chalk that one up to more experience on trading on your part. Again, if you have questions, feel free to comment or go to the forums. There's a dedicated thread for the Cowabunga system. If you're completely confused as to what I've been talking about, look for that link near the top of this post that says read this first. You can also find it on the side panel. Click that link and read it to its entirety, digest it, and that will hopefully answer 90% of your questions if this is your first time watching the video. So that's pretty much it for today. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you all on the next update. Cowabunga, dudes.